Officer Nicole Tepper. Good morning.
Good morning, Kay.
We're going to shut
Welcome
that down.
to Charlotte.
And just talk. This is amazing. Thank you guys for having the show, for the partnership with FanDuel. It's a multi-year deal. Sports betting is going to be kicking off on March 11th. What did you make of the partnership? And we're celebrating it this morning.
We're so excited about it. I think the 2024 season is going to be fun. We're excited to have you guys in an official partnership with sports betting. So it's amazing. I think the fans are going to be so excited. I think everybody's just excited here in the building. It brings a good energy.
And Charlotte is an amazing city. Everybody I told I was coming here. I worked with Andy Roddick for Netflix this past week, and he lives here with his wife and family. He was giving me recommendations. I was talking to Cam Jordan, a rival of the Panthers, and he goes, "Listen, Kay, Charlotte's where it's at. Like, go eat, go enjoy the scene."
Yeah.
How have you embraced the city? And I can't believe it's your 6th year as owner.
We've embraced the city. I think what's great about being here in Charlotte and having this platform is being able to open up the stadium to 40 ticketed events. For the city and the state of Charlotte, for the people here and the economic impact it had. So for me, for Dave, that's really one of the most proudest moments in the 6 years. I think before there was only 10 to 13 events here. So, think about that. It's amazing.
We got to get a Super Bowl back here. I saw you in Vegas for a second. We got to get one back here at some point. And I like the fact that, we, for Up and Adams and FanDuel, I go on a training camp tour. I have a bunch of different cities. We like to go visit our partners. Can I come back for training camp?
Absolutely come back to training camp. It's going to be different. It's going to be here. I think the players and our staff are excited. I think for the community of Charlotte, it's going to be a really, really fun time for training camp, and the exposure that the city will have to training camp will be great. I think we'll do a fan fest somewhere in South Carolina.
Fun.
Secrets, but we love South Carolina. So doing a fan fest somewhere in South Carolina is going to be amazing as well. So
we love that.
Yeah.
And of course, FanDuel will help add the excitement, some entertainment to those of you who love the NFL and who love the Carolina Panthers so much. I've never met your new head coach. I knew very little about him, of course, but I know he was, he wanted to sell commercial real estate. He made boots or sold boots. I'm going to get to know him in a little bit. He's going to pop on the show. What are your impressions of Dave Canales?
Wow. That's a great question. He has a passion for people. He has an uncanny ability to make this complicated game so simple. He worked 13 years for one of the greatest coaches of all time, Pete Carroll. That in itself is amazing. You have to be hidden under a rock if you haven't seen what he did last year to Baker Mayfield. The two of them together was dynamic, and he was a big part of that, right? Yeah. So he's a visionary. He is I'm excited for him, and you want to play for him. You want to work for him. I'm excited for you to meet him.
When you met him, was there a moment where you in the ownership group and the decision makers, obviously your husband as well, was there a moment where you were like, oh yeah, he's got it?
For me, and I'll only speak for me, I think he was breaking down film in the second interview process, and I did not want it to stop. I wanted him to keep going. I wanted to listen more. I would have sat down and talked film with him or listen to him break down film for hours. Yeah. So that for me was, a moment.
He was with Baker, and now he was going against Bryce Young, and now he gets to coach him up a little bit.
Yeah.
What are the expectations for a young quarterback that you're very involved with his team?
If I was Bryce, I would be ecstatic. And I think if I was Coach Canales and I had somebody like Bryce Young to work with, I would be even that much more ecstatic. Bryce he's poised, he's mature. He had a time last year, but everybody needs that. I think it's going to make him better and stronger. And I think having a coach like Coach Canales and the rest of the staff that he supported himself with is going to be amazing for him. He's our asset. So we're building and protecting that asset.
He brought in the youngest offensive coordinator in the National Football League, 32, Mr. Idzik. That'll be really fun to sort of watch unfold. Somebody that he knew from back in his Pete Carroll days, followed him to Tampa as the wide receivers coach, and now he's getting a shot as an OC. You kept some stability, too, which I love that he made that decision to keep the defensive coordinator in place. Sort of weird. You don't really see that often. But as far as an organization in a front office, there's organizations around the league. You see what I walk into all 32 and it's not the same. The welcome isn't the same. Your team, look at how many people showed up today. In the morning, welcoming me. Everybody had an umbrella. Everybody was excited, and there's a lot to celebrate. What are you most proud of with your tenure here?
I'm proud of, well, first and foremost, I'm proud of working side by side with my husband because, working with him is amazing. He's a teacher. He's a developer. And anyone who gets to work with him or around him or be in a meeting room with him is very lucky. So having that partnership with him has been just spot on, and watching he and I develop this organization has been, I choke up thinking about it. It's been a time because it's been 6 years, and so we do go through growing pains, but I think we have taken so many steps forward, especially developing is important, and watching our staff grow and learn and kind of do that with them has been, for me, the best.
Is it I've never been to a Panthers game, which we're going to change shortly.
Yes.
I'm going to look at the schedule. Obviously, I want to go to Germany. Let's talk about that for a second.
Let's talk about it.
That's sometime in November. I'm hearing rumors. I'd like to go. Hello, everybody. I'd love to go. But that must be bracing for an incredible experience for your fans and really branching out and developing and being a visionary like you and your husband are.
Yeah, I think it's a little fun fact, and I don't know if I have the exact number right, but I think there's over 250 companies that have a tie to Germany here in Charlotte, corporate companies, I think. Don't hold me to the number. So that's exciting. I think the other exciting fun fact is when we played in London, I think it was 5 years ago, Dave and I were walking around. We were meeting fans that had Carolina Panther jerseys on, and they were all from Germany. And so it just stuck with us. And so to have the connection with the German fans and going over there and playing and develop relationships and doing all the things that we have been doing leading up to this game is exciting. And we're excited to go there and just kind of jump into the community and see what it's like.
And it's a home game. Football. It's a home game for Panthers. And you guys make all these decisions. I know that you do with the fan first.
Yeah.
And so that experience, being able to open that, even just culturally or give something new.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Panthers fans are really excited about
Yeah, I hope so. We're really excited about it too. So, and hopefully you're there with us.
Okay, Nicole Tepper said that now it's going to happen because the big boss said that it will. Anything else you'd like to say just about the Panthers, the draft, anything coming up? Just, maybe just to the fans that are watching.
Well, I'm excited that, Dan Morgan, Brant Tillis, Adrian Wilson, like that group.
Yeah, Brant Tillis. Look, we see you. We see you guys.
Dan Morgan bleeds black and blue. He is the fabric of what this organization, that what we want it to be, what it is. And having him at the general manager spot right now, going into this draft season is exciting. And having Brant Tillis there and, Adrian Wilson and our scouts, it's just a different vibe. It feels really good. And they're aligned. And that alignment's really important. And I feel that coming together throughout the whole organization, both on the business and sporting side. But that's really exciting. And so I'm so excited to see what we bring in this draft. And I'm excited for the season. I hope the fans are excited too.
Julius Peppers, we have his induction. What is that reaction to him?
It's Julius Peppers. He is just the epitome of what a Hall of Famer should be, both on and off the field. He is one of the best to ever play this game, right? But he's also a better person. He is a legend here, and he represents this organization the way a legend should, but not because he has to, because that's just who he is. So to be able to celebrate him and be a part of that with him and his family is everything.
Amazing. Nicole, Coach is here. What should I ask him? Or take a break. I'm going to pull him on. What should I ask Coach about?
Who we picking first? No,
who we picking first? Who's the first pick for the Panthers? I'm going to try to get that out of him. Don't worry. I'm going to try to get a little stuff about his rival. We're going to bring up Russell Wilson. Maybe no, we're going to talk about Bryce Young and all the excitement. I would just say to the Carolina fans, embrace the amazing development and the steps that are being taken and the opportunities of something like going to a Germany and embracing a young coach who has tenacity. Like I don't know your husband, or you that well, but I know that you're not hiring somebody that didn't really knock your socks off in the interview process. I can't wait to see what he does in this process.
I'm with you. I can't wait for you to meet him. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy that you're our partner, and we're going to have a great year.
Cheers. All right, we'll be back right here on Up and Adams with, yes, Dave Canales is here. He's going to hit the hot seat. I want to talk leather boots. I want to talk commercial real estate. We're going to get into the nitty gritty with